Welcome you all to the UGC Net PG or PhD entrance exam preparation. Here you have 10 psychology previous solved questions from Solsti Wellness. So you have a famous quote by the famous psychologist Carl Jung. The right way of wholeness is made up of fateful detours and wrong turnings. First question is, the human ear can generally hear sounds ranging from option A 22,000 Hz, B 10 to 2000 Hz, C 20 to 20,000 Hz, and D 1000 to 5000 Hz. Answer is 20 to 20,000 Hz. Have a look at this frequency spectrum division. Here the sound frequency is divided into three: bass, mid-range and high-end, which ranges from 20 to 20,000 or 20k Hz. So the lower range, that is from 20 Hz, it is deep bass, low bass, mid bass and upper bass. The mid-range is from lower mid-range, middle mid-range, upper mid-range and presence range. Then the last high-end, which is again divided into high-end frequency and extremely high-end sound. Second question is, the role of unconscious in creative thinking is known as the process of A. Verification, B. Illumination, C. Inoculation and D. Incubation. Answer is incubation. Creative thinking process consists of four phases: preparation, incubation, illumination and verification. Here the role of consciousness is in incubation, that is in the second phase. Now you have the third question. Which one of the following is the most important feature of the defense mechanism of rationalization? A. Going back to an earlier stage of development. B. Justifying one's actions. C. Magically atoning for certain acts that give rise to guilt. D. Attributing one's emotions to other persons. Rationalization is the word itself means giving rationale, that means justifying one's actions. Rationalization is the substitution of a safe and reasonable explanation for the true but threatening cause of behavior. For example, if a student failed in an examination, he criticizes his teacher that his teacher hates him. That's the reason he couldn't attend the examination well and he failed the exam. So he is finding reason for his failure and justifying his action. Fourth question. A psychotic person would probably score the highest on which MMPI-2 scale? Option A, depression. Option B, hysteria. Option C, schizophrenia. And option D, mania. The answer of this question is schizophrenia. So MMPI scale means Minnesota Multiphasic Personality Inventory Scale, which consists of 567 true or false questions. Few examples are: I have a good appetite. So the patient can answer either true or false, or I am sure I get a raw deal from life. Here also true or false can be answered. Like that, total 567 questions. Fifth question. Whenever daughter performs well in her studies, she receives a chocolate from parents, but her brother is given a chocolate only when he gets the highest marks in the class. This is a paradigm of A. Positive and negative reinforcement, primary and secondary reinforcement, continuous and secondary reinforcement, D. Continuous and partial reinforcement. Answer is option D, continuous and partial reinforcement. Types of reinforcement: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. When stimuli added and behavior increases, that is positive reinforcement, but if the behavior decreases, it's positive punishment. And stimuli removed and behavior increases, that is negative reinforcement, and behavior decreases, that is negative punishment. Question number 6. A person otherwise limited in mental ability has amazing specific skills. This is because of A. Academic underachievement, B. Practical intelligence, C. Academic overachievement, D. Savant syndrome. Answer is Savant syndrome. In this Savant syndrome, there is a positive link to autism. Around 10% of people with autism have Savant syndrome, and 50% of people with Savant syndrome have autistic spectrum disorder. We will see the story of Kim Preek. He has macrocephaly, cerebral damage, agenesis of corpus callosum. His first steps aged at 4 years, and all motor difficulties were there, but he has some specific skills like photographic memory, reading around 10 seconds per page, recall 12,000 books, calendar calculation skills, learning piano, and sense of humor developing. In the presence of the mental ability, he had some specific skills. That's why that condition is known as Savant syndrome. Question number 7. Which of the following personality psychologists does not fall in the group of humanistic approaches of personality? A. Carl Rogers, B. Rollo May, C. Martin Seligman, D. Abraham Maslow. Answer is option C. Martin Seligman. Martin Seligman, he is the father of modern positive psychology, and he formulated the theory of learned helplessness. So what is learned helplessness? It is a state that occurs after a person has experienced a stressful situation repeatedly. They believe that they are unable to control or change the situation, so they do not try, even opportunities for changes are available. Question number 8. Which one of the following is an example of an artificially discrete variable? A. Number of children in a family, B. Nationality, C. Sex, D. Examination results in terms of pass and fail. Answer is option D. Examination results in terms of pass and fail. So quantitative variables are divided into two: discrete variable and continuous variable. Discrete variable can be again divided into real discrete variable and artificial discrete variable. Discrete, which means numeric variables, and which are non-continuous. In continuous variables, that means measurable amount. Question number 9. Which of the following factors help in making faster recovery from illness and helps in coping physical adversity more effectively? Option A. Stress, B. Optimism, C. Type A behavior, D. Ingratiation. Answer is option B. Optimism. What is optimism? Hopefulness and confidence about the future or the success of something. So, a person who is optimist, which means a positive attitude towards his life. And there is no word like I can't. Instead, he always say I can. Question number 10. Which of the following emerges when self-control replaces parental control? A. Ego, B. Superego, C. Identity achievement, D. Identity diffusion. Answer is B. Superego. According to Freud's theory of personality, there are three stages like id, ego and superego. Id is the childhood stage. Here the child or the children may say, I want it now. And ego, which comes between id and superego. Here in ego, it's an adult stage. A person says, I need to do a bit of planning to get it. And the last one, superego. Here, the self-control replies to parental control. That is, the person says, you can't have it, it's not right. So these are the three parts in personality according to Freud. I hope everyone understood the 10 questions and these answers very well. Thanks for watching my video. Please like this and subscribe my channel for the new upcoming videos.